Hey everybody, it's me. I'm back. I have to explain myself to you right now. I thought I did a complete live feed because on my end, that's what it looked like. But on your end, that video ended at 7:32, okay? Now, imagine you're me. I'm sitting here and I did the rest of that feed. I went probably 20 to 30 minutes. And to me, it looked like two of you were here. Hi, now I've got some people here. I'm going to start this over. I just did a live feed about what happened to me last night, and I went about 25 minutes. Now, for about 7 of that, I had interaction. For the rest of it, I didn't, but I still had 2 to 3 people here. There were people come and go. A like would come across every once in a while, but nobody said anything, no matter how much I begged them to. And I still finished the whole story, right? I just rewatched it. It only recorded 7 minutes, 32 seconds. It never showed me that I went offline. So now I'm on my phone. Apparently my laptop is corrupted ever since the new Yankee show the other night. Ever since I did that story about the reporter that got killed, my computer has not worked. I don't know that the two are related. I'm just telling you that that's what happened. You know, I'm sure there's just a strange coincidence. I'm sure. Anyways, was any of the people that were here right now, were any of you watching the previous story? Actually, the best way for me to do this is probably to start over. I was driving late last night because I went out late to get a pack of cigarettes. I live in the middle of nowhere. Okay? I live in the middle of nowhere, farm country and wilderness. Okay, so my car was overheating. I kept struggling with it for about an hour, try to get it to go. I get a little bit further and then break down again. I get a little bit further and break down again. So the third time I did that, I was driving and I had to stop again. But this time the radiator hose busted. I'm about 10 miles from home. I've got no cell phone on me. Nothing. No flashlight, nothing. I'm doing the repeat of the story, Rye. So I've got no flashlight. I've got nothing on me. I went to the store to get cigarettes. I've got 2 20-ounce sodas, 2 candy bars, and 2 packs of cigarettes in a plastic bag. So I take that out of the car with me and I start walking. I got to walk about 10 miles to get to my house. After walking for about an hour, I start hearing something next to me in the woods. Right now, all there is me and a road and woods on either side. There has not been a car. I've been walking for about an hour now. There's not been a car on either direction for an hour. And there will not be for the entire walk home if you want an update on how that went. Not one car in either direction was seen by me in a 3-hour walk. So, anyways, so I'm an hour into the walk. I'm on the road and I'm on the left-hand side. It's time for a new computer. You should watch your show on the extra computer with the sound off. Richard, I'm actually doing a lot of things to try to find out what to do. I have my wife watches it on a tablet in the same room with me, but she had ran to the store, well, actually to get some auto parts to fix the car that broke down last night. I do try to be more professional. I did this one on the fly because something happened to me last night and I wanted to just talk about it. Actually, my laptop has been corrupted since my show on Friday. My laptop crashed in the middle of my show on Friday and it's been corrupted ever since. So I do need a new computer. You're absolutely right. Anyways, I was telling a story. I'm walking. I've been walking about an hour. I'm in the woods, basically. I hear next to me like a grunt, like, you know what I mean? Like, anyways, I brush it off because I'm already afraid. Let's see. I'm a big guy. I'm 6 foot tall. I'm about 250 pounds. I can defend myself. But it's the wilderness and it's dark. And I can only see about 10 feet in either direction, in any direction. It's very dark. Even though the sky was really clear, it was beautiful, but it was very, very dark. So I can't see anyway. I can't see but 10 feet into the trees anyway. So I'm telling myself it's nothing because everything's out here. There's deer. It's the woods. I live in the middle of nowhere, so this is unfiltered nature. Chris is jumping ahead of the story. He knows what it is. Chris, you're right, but let me get there. So I'm scared of spiders. Yeah, I know. So I'm gonna stop looking at what you're saying. I'm gonna tell a story. So I'm walking down the street, and I'm hearing something. I keep hearing something like ugh in the woods, right? But I'm like, no, I didn't hear that. This goes on for 45 minutes. Okay, right off to the distance, ugh, Every once in a while, I'm like, no, it's nothing, right? And then all of a sudden I feel something behind me. You know how you feel something behind you? But I've been jumping at shadows for an hour and a half now. I'm walking through the dark in the woods, basically on a road. There's woods on either side for an hour and a half. It's dark and I can't see shit. So everything's a shadow. Everything's making me flinch. Lightning bugs are getting my attention. Like, what was that? You know, I'm having to brush that off because I just wanted to set a steady pace and get home. You know, that's all I was thinking about. That's all I was trying to focus on. So now I feel something behind me. And I'm like, no, I don't. Because I kept ignoring everything. I'm like, fuck that walk, right? So I'm like, no, there's nothing behind me. And then I hear something enter the grass on the right-hand side. So now I'm like, what in the fuck? So I turn, and I can only see the silhouette. It's in the tall grass. The grass is probably about 6 feet tall. But I can see it walking through it, and it's huge, and it's a fucking bear, right? Chris was right. It's a fucking bear, right? So it's like 7 feet away from me, keeping pace, walking right beside me, and it's huge. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, that was real. For 45 minutes, that was that fucking bear. So in my head, I'm going, he was going to kill me. He's been deciding for 45 minutes whether or not he was going to do it. Either that or just wanted to fucking walk with me. Those are the only two options, right? So I'm scared. I want to run. Fight or flight has kicked in. My lizard brain has come to the top. But I know if I run, I'll become a play toy, at least, at minimal, and he'll kill me. So I'm like, fuck, I'd start walking diagonally to the other side of the street. And I do that for, I don't know, God, 15 minutes. It was the hardest 15 minutes of my life not to run. And then I took off like a bat out of hell for a full 10 minutes. And I smoked 2 packs a day, so that was hard as shit to do. But I could not stop running for a full 10, and my heart is still beating. I can't sleep. I mean, I went to go get cigarettes before bed, just to smoke a cigarette before I went to bed. And now my eyes, look at my eyes. I mean, I can't go to bed. I'm tired. My head is tired. But I feel like I almost died. You know, I did almost die, in my opinion. If I had took off running, maybe he was just walking with me. Maybe that was all it was. He wasn't hungry or nothing. He wasn't going to kill me. I'm not a nature guy, guys. I'm not a country boy. Even though I'm toothless, I'm not country. So my Babas she grew up on a farm, but Babas wasn't with me. I was by myself. So I'm sitting here thinking, I got to fight this bear with 2 20-ounce sodas in a plastic bag. And honestly, I don't even know if that's what saved my life, because when I saw him in the grass, that's what I did is I dangled it down and I wrapped it around my wrist so I wouldn't lose hold of it. Because like I told you, I got nothing on me. I got a pocket knife, nothing. I'm going to have to fight this bear with this bag. I don't know if it was him seeing the bag, and then he just went his way and I went mine. But it scared the shit out of me, and I'm still fucking worried about it. I keep thinking about being killed in that way, like mauled and have your arms fucking ripped off. Like, what would that be like for something super strong? Like, even though I'm a big guy and I can defend myself, this thing is about 10 to 20 times stronger than I am, easy. So I'm a rag doll. Can you imagine trying to defend yourself against something that powerful? That's all I can think about. Like, what? And he hit me, what? And you finally realize, holy shit, I'm being killed by a bear. Like, what goes through your fucking head? Like, there's nothing I can do here. Like, and how long does he fuck with you before he kills you? These are all the things I can't stop thinking about. So distract me, anything. What do you want to talk about? Hey, Michael. Hi, Ricky. Yeah, Chris, right? I mean, I'm going to tell this story forever, but I'm still adrenaline rush. I'm still high on adrenaline. I'm so exhausted, but I can't sleep. Anybody else want to talk about anything else? I told my story now twice because, like I told you guys, it's weird. My computer has not worked right since my show on Friday. I'm going to give you guys a chance to say anything you want to say because I've been babbling on, and maybe you guys want to talk. I'm trying to distract myself from this damn bear thing anyway. That scared the hell out of me. And when I saw him, you know, because now it's real. For an hour and a half, I've been brushing every noise off. Like, you didn't hear nothing. That ain't nothing. But now there's a fucking bear next to me, and I know it for a fact, and he's walking with me. And I'm trying to calmly walk a diagonal to the other side and not go any faster, not draw attention, not make any sudden movements, because I don't want to become a toy, minimal. Even if he's not thinking about eating me, I don't want to become a toy. Like, oh, he wants to play. No, I don't. This thing will kill me in a game of play. Like, he'll be playing with me and rip my fucking arms off. So I'm scared to death trying to walk calm in a diagonal direction, get away from him. Oh my God, it was the scariest thing that's ever happened to me in my life. I've never had a near-death experience, and I really feel like that was one. At least felt like one, and now I'm reacting to it like one. I'm having the same reaction I think you would have, the same adrenaline rush, the same whatever feelings you have when you almost die. Like, I'm grateful for life, which is very weird for me. Right now, I'm glad I didn't die. Like, that was the first thing I thought of after I thought I was gonna. Like, wow, I'm really glad. Thank you, God. I'm glad you didn't have that bear kill me. Whatever you distracted him with, thank you. Because I'm glad I'm not dead. And I'm really surprised to be saying that because I deal with depression. I'm bipolar. I have PTSD and depression, and a lot of times I wish for that kind of thing. I don't really mean it fully, but I do wish for it a lot. So it makes me feel good to know that I don't want that. Oh, Ricky, I already got PTSD. Next time buy a bottle of wine, Rye says, yeah. Either way, I'd have still been walking home with a broke down car because I still would have went to the store. But yeah, at least I would have had a bottle of wine I could have hit the bear with or left behind and tempted him with. Dude, I'm going to go ahead and tell you the funniest part of the story I almost left out because I'm kind of ashamed of it. Like I told you, I haven't seen a car in almost 2 hours, right? When I see this bear in the tall grass, my pants are in the middle of my thighs. And the reason for that is I was starting to chafe. So I'm naked from the end of my shirt to the middle of my thighs, and that's how they would have found me. I'm fucking serious. Because I'm not seeing any cars. There's no people. I'm in the woods. So I'm not doing anything gross. But I am I'm dressed in a very weird way to be found dead. And like I told you, Beba's is country, right? So she's all we're talking about this morning. She's like, oh my God, what if I'd had to go find you this morning and track you? Like, I'd have found the blood first, and then I'd had to track you. And then I found you killed by a bear. Not only does she find me killed by a bear, but I'm wearing my pants in a very weird way. Like, did the bear do that to him, or was he already doing that? Anyways, I'm glad that bear didn't kill me. Lucky you didn't smell like beef jerky, Helen says. Yeah. I don't know what changed his mind. I'm glad he whatever distracted him. In that moment, I attribute it to God. I still do. I feel very lucky that he changed his mind. For about 45 minutes, I'm not exaggerating, for about 45 minutes I was brushing that sound off. So I'm blaming that. I now think that sound was the bear. So he was with me for that long. I don't know why he would follow me for that long. I'm not a wilderness guy. So Rye says if an animal attack, ram your fist down his throat. Well, now I'll know that, but in that moment I wouldn't have known that. And I was going to swing my bag with my soda bottles in it at him. That was all I could think of that I was going to do if he jumped at me. But I was trying really hard to focus on don't fucking run. Because I knew if I ran, that's it. He'll come. Even if it's just a fucking play or whatever. Just because now I got his attention. He's going to fucking chase me now. So I can't run, but everything in you wants to run. Like, you just realize not only am I right next to a bear, but I have been for 45 minutes. And I almost died. Like, so everything in you is like, run. But the other side's like, no, you better fucking not, because if you run, you're dead. And I'm glad that side won. It's good to know which side's stronger, actually. I'll keep that filed away for later. But thanks you guys for showing up. I wanted to talk that out. My babe was just busy fixing the car, and I can't. I'm here by myself because I didn't want to go. I don't want to stand anymore. I walked for 3 hours, and it's not that I'm lazy, but I don't ever walk that much. My feet hurt, my legs hurt. I'm going to rest and watch movies. Thanks for hanging out and letting me vent and talk this out with you guys. I really appreciate it. Talk to you later.